Hey guys, thanks for joining us again. I'm here with Frosty today. He's another one of my horses I have in training. I want to just do a quick couple-minute video on how to help your horses be okay or build confidence with ropes. If you're hanging out with your horse, and a lot of times we might lose control of our ropes, we might do something clumsy, right? Does that sound familiar? You might drop your rope, you might swing it unnecessarily. Okay, they need to be okay with all that type of stuff. Now, I've been working on this with him for a few days now. Krista's been working on some stuff with him. So it doesn't come out of the chutes looking like this, but you can get started with exactly what I'm about to show you. And just keep in mind, the first day I started with this horse, it took about 45 minutes to start causing him to catch on to the idea. But he was also really afraid of this type of stuff too. So just keep that in mind. But what I want to do, I'm going to start with a little bit of distance between myself and the horse. And I want to toss a loop, like I'm going to toss it over his head. Okay, but I'm going to throw that loop at a very specific angle and on a very specific line, which is right in line with his withers bone. Okay, so his head's above his withers bone right now, but what I'm going to do is toss that rope like that, except instead of aiming over his head, I'm going to aim at his withers bone. Okay, now be prepared for your horses to go backwards, go sideways, go forward even, in which case you can either use your training stick to encourage backwards, or you can just keep tossing it while they're going around if they're not running away until they stop their feet, and then you can back off there. Okay, that'd be a good place to start. But again, like I said, it took about 45 minutes for this horse to catch on to the idea the first time. So what I'm going to do is throw this rope, this loop, right at his withers. You notice his head's up, so it's not going to go over his head. I'm going to throw it right at his withers bone. I'm going to keep throwing it there. Keep throwing it there. I like that he's not running away like he did that first day. And try it on the other side here. Oops. That was a bad shot on my part because I didn't want it going over his head. I'll keep throwing it, throwing it. Okay, his head started to drop there, so I back off. I'll try again. Throw it. Throw it at his withers. Throw it at his withers. It goes on, just like that. Okay, I love how he can just wear that now, but I want his first response to be, can you just relax your head and settle into that? You can try that on both sides. This is going to help you get better with your rope handling skills as well. So with his head lower towards his withers, he's really close to allowing that rope to go right over his head. Now as his head goes up, right, I keep throwing it at that same level. It's just going to keep bouncing off the side of his face there. And then as the head drops, I can throw it and it lands right on the withers. All right. I hope that was helpful to you guys, and that's just a really good place to start to get your horse to be okay with ropes being around their head, being around their feet. And a good way to get you handier with your tools. Thanks for checking in.